Perfect. An adjective meaning having all the required or desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics, as good as can possibly be. This one word lingers in the mind of many, holding a tight grip. But why? The idea of being perfect is something that everyone strives for, but seemingly no one can achieve. This idea at its core is not achievable because of how we warp and misconstrue the definition of perfection. I myself struggled with the feeling of inadequacy whenever my work fell behind that of others or was any way imperfect. Like many kids starting high school, I came in with big hopes and dreams on who I was going to be and what I was going to do in my 4 years. I had joined the school 2 years earlier and I felt like I had finally begun to find my place, so I was excited to see what the next 4 years would bring. I came into my freshman orientation with excitement and a clear goal on what I wanted to accomplish in my high school years. School was always something I had valued and prioritized growing up, so going into high school I continued this mindset and even began to prioritize school more. I worked hard in my classes, making sure my assignments were turned in on time and I paid attention in class. As a result, I got good grades, but I found myself disappointed when I looked at my grades compared to others. It seemed to me that even though I was trying hard to have good grades, I was still not as good as my other classmates. As time went on, I began to focus more on my performance in relation to my fellow classmates. From this, I formed an idea of perfection that was based not on who I was and what I strived for, but rather what I thought was expected of me because of the work and achievements of others. This changed my perspective on not only my schoolwork, but also my personal life. In this period of my life, my perception of perfection and who I was according to my perception of other people's standards also translated into my life outside of my schoolwork. I became so fixated on my false sense of perfection that I became filled with constant anxiety and fear of being inadequate. Any mistakes I made at home or in a friendship would have me questioning my worth, value, and ability to do better. I struggled with this for around half of my high school years, however a change occurred. This change wasn't one pivotal moment in my life that made me instantly change, but it was rather a gradual progression. As I made my way through high school, I began to be more patient, not only with others, but with myself. This patience allowed me to improve my school and personal life because I began to slow down and take time to focus on things that were important to me. This improvement in my mindset slowly began to reveal that I was having success in my life, and that while I wasn't perfect in other people's standards, I was striving for a definition of perfection that I created and I knew I could achieve. Through these last couple of years, there have been many people that I wish I could thank and go into detail on why they were so important to me. But there are a few who really have my unending love and gratitude. To my senior class, you have shown me friendship that I will carry with me forever. Though I wish I was as close with everyone as I am with some, I'm glad that I got to be a part of this class and share so many fun memories with you all. To my dad, thank you for showing me the value of hard work and always being willing to do things you're afraid of. I owe my outgoing personality and my ability to accept challenges to you. My beautiful mom, you are my rock and my shoulder to cry on. I would not be the person I am without your love and understanding. You are truly my best friend and the one who understands me most. I wish you could see how strong and resilient you are in my eyes. You will always be my orange. To my Gigi and my papa, thank you so much for showing me so much love. I will always remember the feeling of excitement that I would have when y'all would come get me from school and take me out to get food. Y'all were the best grandparents I could have asked for. Thank you to Kat for listening to all my drama and supporting me. I want you to know you have great worth and that there are people out there who will treat you the way you deserve. Thank you, Marielle, for being one of my best friends and loving me through everything. I love your goofy personality and the way you always seem to find the bright side in things. Thank you, Nerea, for being the other girl in the car meet group. You're such a fun person to be around, and I'm so glad I got to get close with you here recently. Thank you, Dylan, Jacob, and Gabe, for being the brothers I never had. Sometimes I hate y'all, but y'all are truly some of my closest friends and have stuck with me no matter what. Shout out to the engineering group, especially Abby, who helped me lock in when I was too lazy to do our projects. Love you, girl. To all the people who have acted as leaders and role models in my life, especially my boss, Cody, Miss Beasley, and Mr. Shawcross. Through you all, I have learned things that have shaped me into the person I am today, and for that I'm forever grateful. To Grimmy, I love that you are always blunt and honest with me, even if I don't want to hear it. I'll miss being able to go and rant to you about my latest problems and annoy you when you're supposed to be working. Lastly, there are others who have impacted my life who are no longer in it. While this may be the case, I still have value for all the time I've spent with these people and will forever be grateful for the impact they have made on my life, so thank you. I know that this speech is one of the last you will hear, and if you've stuck with me to this point, or if you've not listened to anything I said, I'll give you one last SparkNote summary, because let's be honest, that's how any of us get any information in our classes anyway. Perfection is a great thing to strive for, but it is important to understand that your perfection is not the same as others' version of perfection. Learning to be patient, even if it's just patience with yourself, is the best thing you can do. Thank you.